I'm the fucking sun. Are you crazy? You can't stop the sun.
All right. So, look, did you want to finish
Yes.
the last statement you were saying right before I rudely interrupted?
What did I say?
Well, basically, we're just getting into, I don't remember, but
About men humbling a woman?
So basically, that was the last thing we were talking about, how you want to let somebody humble you. You have had men to try. Mm-hmm. And we also talked about how men who, they don't care what you do with yourself if they really like you when it comes to your look. They let you look the best you want to look.
So let me tell y'all, like, this is a thing. Oftentimes I've had people don't like my sexuality because I'm extremely confident, right, in my sexuality. And I don't have a problem with showing off my body or dressing a little skimpy, right? Maybe overly sexualizing myself, but that's just how I like to dress, right? And I love to express myself. I'm a Leo woman. I'm very courageous. And when I walk in a room, you're going to see me, period, right? My light shines extremely bright, and I like to express myself through being a woman and sexuality. Being a woman is about being feminine. Being a woman is about expressing sexuality, and it's not a bad thing, right? And I think that as women, we're shamed because of that. And you should not feel ashamed because you're sexy or you're beautiful or you want to show off, right? That's your body, is your choice, right? And so with that being said, that never stopped a man from wanting me, right? It's almost like the more sexy I would dress, or, if I had bright nails or whatever, I'm expressing myself a certain way that most men would say, hey, that's a turnoff, right? Or we don't like that. And put it like this. You got to pay attention. Most of the time when a man tells you he does not like something, he's telling you what he really likes. It's the opposite.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I said not all men.
I know. I'm saying I still don't.
What I mean by that is that when a man said, "Oh, I like the woman with the weave and the nails,"
I got you.
Trust me, they thought they were the natural woman. Best believe if they can get that natural woman, they gonna be cheating with the woman with the.
I got you.
She's bust down. That's full of makeup. That's beautiful as fuck. They're still gonna cheat with the woman they said they don't like.
Yeah. So as a man,
you understand what I'm saying?
Some men think that. I believe that some men believe that women don't realize that they're, the kind of shit they're with. Like, they'll say, oh, I don't like Asian girls. They'll tell their wife that.
Oh, yes.
But they secretly love and want Asian women. They just haven't figured out how to get to that.
When a man talks about it, if a man ever talks out a woman, listen, because he really wants that. Okay? He's telling you, because why are you talking about it, right? You're not going to put that energy there. For me, that's like me saying, oh my God, this man, I can't stand him. Oh, baby, I really want to fuck the shit out that man.
Yeah, so I agree.
But I'm not going to tell you that to your face. Like, hey, I want to fuck him. I would try to. Yeah. So you got to pay attention. Oftentimes, men, when they tell you, you have to use the reverse psychology. Yeah. When a man tells you, hey, I don't like that, he really does.
So here's a little message to the guys out there. Don't say you don't like something. Just be neutral. Just be like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Because at the end of the day, men love all women, okay?
Yeah,
but woman got a hole between her legs, he'll see where, okay? Well, so it doesn't matter. It really don't come down to beauty, because beauty can't keep no man either. You get it?
No.
Beautiful does not keep a man.
It does not.
So what does that tell you? A man likes sex. A man likes variety. A man likes what he likes. A man can have a woman with just bald-headed. He can have another woman with hair down to like Rapunzel. He can have a woman with a flat ass. He can have a woman with ass from here to Africa. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
Men like what they're attracted to. A woman can have beautiful feet and that turns him on. A woman can have one tooth in her mouth. He can say, oh my God, you 1-2 bitch.
Yeah.
Man, you get it? Like I always say, a man will fuck a hot dog if it look good enough.
Yeah. So I mean, it's true. It's true. So
let's be real. Stop fucking sitting here like.
Well, a lot of guys don't. A lot of guys don't realize that.
We see right through women. We see right through that. That's why women do what the fuck we want to do. We're not supposed to sit here and conform when it's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? If you like me for me, then let that be. If I accept you for you, let that be. Just let us be who we are, okay? Because when you want to change somebody, they're going to resent you in the end, right? right? If you don't like the way I look or what I stand for, it's simple. Just leave me alone and go find what you want.
Right.
Right? It's that simple.
I'm with that. I agree. I think, so guys out there listening, you're not fooling your girl when you say, if she, for instance, if a woman says, oh, she talks about her friend to you, or she asks you a question about one of her friends, just say, yeah, hey, you know what? I didn't even notice it. I'm not going to comment on that. I'm going to leave it alone, because they just might be trying to gauge you. Oh, she this, she that. Oh, she saw her ugly self. Look at her. They gauging you. So, and I'm not the kind of dude who play games like that. You know what I mean? They go out there and but I will tell you this. I done been around enough women to say, don't lie. It don't make sense to lie. Just be straight.
It's dangerous. That's a dangerous game, because it's the thing. If you ask a man a question and he gives you the truth, understand that. Be ready for that truth, because, okay, if you ask your man about your friend, he said, your friend fine as fuck. Okay? Are you ready for that truth?
Guys never say that.
No. But the thing is, if you ask him that question, you want the truth, right? You don't want him to lie to you. But you have to understand, if you don't want to know the answer, don't ask that question.
I think that people say they want the truth, they really don't want it.
Yeah, it's gonna break your heart.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
I've had situations in my past where a man would tell me, oh, you know what? If you brought your friend around, I would fuck your friend. It's foul, right? But that's his truth. You get it? You get it? Yeah. Would I ever take you serious or date you? Take you okay, you go be my man. For me, that was like, oh, no, I would never, right?
Yeah, because you should know it.
I shouldn't have to worry about that. I should be able to bring anybody around my partner without a problem. That's just like if my man has a hot friend. That man could be finer than my man. He could be, oh my God, I love G. Oh, he could be G. Okay, I might just have to bring
Okay, so let's make sure that we're being totally honest here. From my standpoint, if I don't want, I'm not bringing my lady around a bunch of dudes. And I have a lot of good looking friends, and she's known most of them for many years. Yeah. But it's not that I don't trust her. It's not that I don't trust them. But two people together, things can change.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's so why put the temptation?
Right. Avoid the temptation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Just like she probably wouldn't bring her. She can actually do it with me, because I know myself that what I would and wouldn't do, but I don't know all the way what she wouldn't do. I trust that she wouldn't do it, but sometimes you got to understand something too. People see somebody 10, 15 years ago, there's 10, 15 years of lust building up in them, and they've been wanting something, and they be like, hey, they finally got a chance to get away with it. You know what I mean? Or pull it off. So I'm not saying don't trust your lady, and I'm not saying don't trust your guy, but I wouldn't have the most, me personally, if my guy shows interest in a girl in any way, if I was a female, then that lady wouldn't be around anymore, because it's just, to me, it's not the lady's fault, it's your man's fault.
Right, but can I speak on that?
Please.
I've had situations where in the past I dated a guy, right? And I had a friend, we're no longer friends, but she's beautiful. She's absolutely gorgeous, right? And she would dress a little provocative, right? I can't tell her how to dress, right? And just like I said, this was many years ago. I've been left that relationship, and me and her are no longer friends, not due to this situation, but something else that had happened. But beautiful girl to this day, I cannot take that from her, okay? And he was staring at her. You could tell, right? He was looking at her in a way, and I didn't say nothing right away, but when she left, I asked him, what's up with that, right? And he told me, oh, I would fuck your friend, but I'll let her suck my dick.
Okay, that's the same thing, everybody.
Right?
For people listening out there.
You're not the man for me, because why? You shouldn't even be saying nothing like that. Well, right? Even if you thought, you get what I'm saying? So I knew then that this is not my man.
Absolutely. Why let her do one thing and
you went, but the fact that you so bold to have said that, but that's why he was staring at her the way he was, right? We understand body language, okay? If I'm staring at your friend some type of way and you have to question it, you already know my intentions, right? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not mad at her. She's drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I can't get mad at her. She didn't do nothing wrong.
Why would he?
You get it?
Say that.
Yeah, and he's an ex. He's an ex. Yeah. He wasn't no good anyway. It wasn't just that. He did several things that were deemed unworthy to be in a relationship with me anymore, right? And so, I let that go, but, it's just, and this is the thing. You should never have to feel like that.
No.
I should be able to bring anybody around my man or my husband without worrying about that. Where you should be able to have enough self-discipline, no matter how good looking my friend is or how good looking your friend may be. We're not going to step out those lines.
You should, but you know what? I tell people, if your relationship is not strong enough to
you don't have a relationship.
You don't have a relationship. So it goes on the person. Should you be able to bring somebody around? Yes. Yeah. But also, you still have to be smart. You got to say that I'm not just quite ready to go through whatever this might lead to right now.
Now, I'm going to be real. You never move somebody in your house with your partner. That's where you ask for trouble. Okay? That's a different story.
It's going to be nightly and daily.
I would say that if you don't bring another woman in the household with you, because you feel me, that oftentimes does not go well, okay? Or another man per se, as far as like a living, because for some reason, you hear a lot of stories like that, right? With the best friend or the husband messing with the sister, or just some weird, crazy stuff. Yeah. And what the thing is that you have to be very careful with that kind of stuff. But I also had a relationship where, I brought all my friends around some of my, my men. And, what I'm saying, no matter what, that he had a level of respect for me, right? Now, I don't know what the man was thinking in his head, but he had enough respect for me. You get it?
Right.
Where he never, and I've had women thicker than me, ass thick as fuck, beautiful women, right? Friends, right? Yeah. He might have made a comment, oh, she's cute, right? I can accept that, right? But I can accept honesty, but like, where's the point? Or like, that's like if people say, oh, your man is handsome. That don't mean she looking at him like that. We're just humans, right? That just because I say, oh, your man is handsome, don't mean I want your man. You get what I'm saying?
I don't like honesty. I like transparency. Let me explain the difference. Honesty is I ask you, hey, babe, who were you at dinner with?
Yeah.
And you tell me the truth. That means you're being honest. Transparency is, hey, baby, I got dinner at 7 with James, Nathan, and his assistant. Sarah's going to be there.
And that's...
That's transparency. So now, guess what? You were forthcoming.
Yeah.
You told me what it was.
Yep.
And so now I trust it.
All right. So this next clip, once Gianni's finished, well, then the camera's not on, so you're all right. Just...
Bye, munchkin butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gianni's in the house. All right, so this lady here, I didn't want to, that just kind of came on, so I got to like work on my skills here. But this lady here talks about transparency versus honesty. Let's go ahead and take a listen here, and I want your comment on this.
Okay.
I don't like honesty. I like transparency. Let me explain the difference. Honesty is I ask you, hey, babe, who were you at dinner with?
Yeah.
And you tell me the truth. That means you're being honest.
Yeah.
Transparency is, hey, baby, I got dinner at 7 with James, Nathan, and his assistant. Sarah's going to be there.
And that's...
That's transparency. So now, guess what? You were forthcoming.
Yeah.
You told me what it was.
Yep.
And so now I trust it.
Sarah's going to be there. That is very important. I think when your man goes somewhere, there's going to be another woman in the house. I think he should say something, because usually, in my experience, your lady knows that it's probably going to be a woman around. Now, can it start trouble? Yeah, it can. But the reasoning he's probably mentioning...
Static.
I know, it's something I think is my phone. The reason he's probably mentioning Sarah is because he and Sarah probably had some kind of interaction, or his lady suspects some of interaction.
Or he just wants to be transparent because he don't want no problems if it ever came about. That's been a real man, because he's like, if I don't tell you, I need to tell you and be honest with my partners.
Absolutely.
My partners should not be in the dark about it.
Absolutely. I do think transparency is important. Not to the greatest extent, it's important. Sometimes it can,
It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you respect it in the end.
Yeah.
Because he told you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And, and my thing is, some people...
Most people ain't going to tell you shit.
I don't like honesty. I like transparency. Let me explain the difference. Honesty is I ask you, hey, babe, who were you at dinner with?
We're going to stop. All right. So, in a nutshell, you said it. It's okay for someone to keep the problems down.
Right.
In a relationship. What do you think about a man and a woman being friends, though, how open are you to that kind of thing? Like, should your man actually have female friends?
We have to be realistic, okay? We're going to know people of the opposite sex, whether that be colleagues or business or friends from the past, or you might meet someone today or tomorrow, right? To say that one will never know anyone of opposite sex is not realistic, right? I think I'm at a point now where, because I have to be realistic, where it's like I have male friends, right? Some of the most prominent men in my life are males that help me on a business tip, such as yourself. You get it? So if I didn't have people like that in my life, well, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that at times it's that it's inevitable. You're going to know people of opposite sex, period. You can't, there's no way around that, you know?
All right. So, okay. I think it's for me, it's this is a weird dynamic for me, because the way I see it is that if you have a friend, a woman, mm-hmm. or if I have a friend and I'm a guy,
okay,
I should know that friend. That friend should be willing to know me, and they should talk to me.
I agree with that, definitely. It shouldn't be hidden. Yeah. Yeah.
If not,
we should all know what's going on. Right.
It shouldn't be like, I want to be friends with her, but I don't want to be friends with you.
Because why are you hiding me? If you're hiding me, then it's a reason why it's something that's going on, right? Absolutely. Behind the scenes, because you're secretive about it, right? But let's be realistic, because in a way, that's still a form of control. Like, you have to be, if you don't trust your partner, you shouldn't be with them anyway, right? And so,
I don't know if we can say that anymore, because the thing is, there's so much, the world has so much, where temptation is, and trust is challenged every single day.
Absolutely.
And it makes you question your relationship almost every single day.
Absolutely, yeah. So, but, yeah.
And it's not by the fault of you, it's by what society has set up now. It used to be a man will meet a woman, if he's going to cheat or whatever, it takes months for that to develop. It can be one night now.
It's a left swipe or right swipe.
That's it. It's like,
and nowadays it's like they say, a man is only faithful as his options, but you have women who literally just throw themselves at a man, right? You have specific women and men out here who you have women who prey on people's relationship and men who prey on relationships.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
If a man is only as faithful as his options, most men are going to be unfaithful, because it's our man. You got to think about it like this too. If you really want to get technical, a man can literally pay for sex. You get it? So if a man want to go elsewhere, he can pay for it. So if we could take everything out of the loop, okay? He can literally say, hey, I will go pay a prostitute and get some pussy, okay? Or some head, right? So if you think about it, one can only be faithful when one chooses to.
Okay, so
that's all it comes down to. You have to want to do it.
Absolutely. So faithfulness, you say that one has to want to do it. And
that's
on the married subject, you say that a married woman should be friends with other men, and it should be equal the other way too. A married man should be friends with women.
I think that on a marriage level is a little bit different. Okay, I think marriage is a whole different ball game, because it's the thing, when you married, you know what I'm saying, y'all is one now. You guys are one. You're a unit under God. And so if I'm married and my husband say, hey, you're not to have male friends, right? Realistically, we know that's not realistic, but I still have to honor my husband. You get it? But I will also hold him to the same standard. If you don't want me to do certain things, then should you be able to do it too? We both need to be in the same, you get what I'm saying? So
right.
if he wants to have a bunch of women friends, but I'm not allowed to have male friends, that's not right. So if he stands on principle and say, hey, because I don't want the temptations, or I don't feel this is right, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to honor, respect my husband, because that's my husband. But if I'm just dating a man, right? Well, I still honor, respect him. I will, but my husband is a little different. I'm married. You get it? Mm-hmm. This man is not my husband. Mm-hmm. You get it? And so I think for me, I think marriage to me, I just value that a little bit. That's more, that's just like the highest level of commitment for me.
Right.
So, But let's just be realistic. It's just married or not, you're going to know people of the opposite sex. I think it's just what you and your partner agree to, because everybody's situation is different. Some people that might be a deal breaker. Some people, they don't mind, right? So it really depends on what you guys agree to and what's your boundaries, right? It's all about the boundaries you set in your relationship or marriage.
Exactly. I agree. So let's go to a viewpoint from the internet and see if their view is aligned with the view that you and I share.
I'm disrespecting my husband because I'm friends with a man.
But I think though, it's not that you're friends with a man. The point is you're not listening to him. Like, again, love to men is respect. It's saying, you know what, I might not agree with this, but I respect your judgment, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to do what you say. But like, men don't want an argumentative woman.
Well, there it is. So that right there is actually pretty much in line with what you say. But I think that when you go into a relationship, the making of new friends, if you're married, should be the friend should be both of your friend. If it was before the marriage, I don't know if I can just cut people off because you're asking me to do that. Those people have been an important part of my life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's not really right.
Yeah. Now, for somebody that I was friends with, but we were also with benefits or in other kind of situation.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's not okay.
That's a cutoff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's different, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a cutoff. So, you know, I mean, it's
but platonic, nah.
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't do that. But, you know, some people, like I say, it has to be what's good for the goose has to be good for the gander.
100%. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, people some people want some things for their side, but they don't want it for the other. And, you know, and some people will try to use you to be the perfect person while they go out and do what they want to do. So, you know, it's a tough thing. But I will say this much to all the ladies and gentlemen listening out there tonight: if you can't stop a person from if somebody can take them from you, then
it's never yours.
It was never yours. Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know, that, you know, in a nutshell, you know what I mean? Now, do I want people getting their men taken from them, or their women getting their
of course not.
Other man or women getting taken from each other? No, nobody wants that. But in reality,
you dodged a bullet.
Absolutely. So, you know,
it's gonna hurt, but at least you know now that let them go, right? Because the thing is, if you can leave that easily, right? If somebody else think about they go to that person, they're gonna leave them when the next opportunity comes too. How you get them is how you leave. You lose it.
I definitely think it does pass down that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
because that person, if they can just do you like that, what do you think the next person gonna get? That's just like somebody is a cheater, right? If I cheat on my partner, right, and the person I cheat on my partner with, right, you think we gonna have a happily ever after? You see that I know that for one, you lack morals because you didn't stand on principle and you knew I had a partner and I was cheating with you, right? We both not gonna trust each other, right? The foundation there's already a shaking foundation. You can't build on that, right?
Right.
Then on top of that, you gonna always think, well, damn, feel me? If you cheat on this person with me, you can cheat on me with this person. It's gonna cause a lack of insecurity on both parties, right? Because we both didn't stand on moral principles.
Yeah, in the majority of the cases, I'm forced to agree with you. There are cases where the guy decides to treat the woman that he got caught cheating with good.
Rarely. It's possible, but that's not the majority.
All right. So here's a message to the men out there from the internet about this particular subject as well. Let's check it out and see what she got to say.
If another guy is able to steal your girl away from you, then he is doing you a massive favor, because he is taking the person out of your life who is not deserving of your time, who is not deserving of your energy, who is not deserving of your resources, and he is letting you know that you are going to be able to find someone who is way more deserving and way better for you in your life. Stop holding on to people who are not good for you. Let them go when they need to go, and focus on finding someone who will return everything that you are willing to give for someone as well.
Oh, that was some good advice. That was Helena King. The thing is, she is saying 100% what Nicole said. You know what I mean? Let them do you a favor. Therefore, you can move forward and, you know what I mean, and get to what you get.
Find the love you truly deserve.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. You know, so as far as relationships go, you know, it's a very slippery slope. You know what I mean? And
it's very risky. It's risky.
You know what I mean?
It's a risk.
Absolutely.
We all take risks. It's no one is exempt.
Absolutely.
Nobody's exempt.
And then there's other kind of relationships too. There's friends that try to use you and they'll offer you good that relationship's no good.
Right. Family.
People who talk about you behind your back.
But smiling up.
Smiling in your face. Exactly.
All the time I want to take your place. Backstabbers.
Oh, look at her getting into her little chops over here. Don't get me singing. Hey, so I want you to I don't want to miss this opportunity to talk a little bit more about how you are using your platform, your digital marketing platform, to help people also deal with finances, relationship issues, and things of that sort. Would you be able to share a little information on that?
I sure can. What I've learned in the past 6 months on my digital marketing journey so far is that one must use their skills and experiences, okay, in a way to help inspire and teach other people. Okay, so for me, I cover narcissistic abuse because I've dealt with narcissistic abuse in relationship dynamics, in friendships, and dealing with family members. And I've also done a lot of research, and I've pretty much mastered what narcissistic abuse really is. And so if once you learn and you've experienced something, you're kind of like an expert in a way, right? Or damn near close. And you can actually shed light and teach other people who don't know or who may be going through it and not quite understand exactly what they're dealing with, right? And to help them, to educate them and to learn, say, hey, you know what, this is what this is. And, you know, give them the courage and strength to hopefully understand and try to move out of that situation. You get it? Or, you know, I'm an independent singer-songwriter. So maybe somebody who wants to start writing music, right? We all had to start somewhere, right? And they want to become an artist, whether that be a singer or rapper. Maybe they want to write songs for other people, right? They want to be a ghostwriter. I had that experience where I created an ebook on, you know, my journey ever since I was a kid, working with all my producers and how I started writing music, right? And my journey up till now. And so that way I can share how you write music and my experience. So for someone who may not have the experience, they can actually learn how to write music.